Okay, good morning. This is Joe Hoskin. I'm here at the Sports Production Summit on the day before IBC 2024. This morning I'm with Abhishek Ranade. He's the MD of EMEA Tata Communications in entertainment and sport. Good morning, Abhishek. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Joe. Good to see you again indeed.
Now, Abhishek, Tata works with numerous leading global sports brands. Can you share details of any recent partnerships?
A great question, actually, to start with. So we are very excited about our new partnership and entry into host broadcasting. That is content origination with World Athletics. So we recently had a press release out to the market. We've been working for quite some time on bringing content origination to the market because that kind of completes the value chain and tells the story. As a strategy, we are pursuing, basically, as a strategy, we want every fan to have a very good content experience, whether they are sitting at home, whether they are sitting elsewhere in an event venue. But that also means that you have to originate content. You have to have control over how you produce TV shows and TV content. So this marks a significant foray in that space with World Athletics. World Athletics is a very kind of a complex ecosystem and a very complex ecosystem to produce content. Because at any given point in time for a World Championships, you have got like three or four sports going in tandem at the same time at a venue, and you have to make sure that the content is produced well, the content is exposed well, and you have the right overlays over the content to make it more and more interesting, engaging, and to bring the sport up. So we are very excited, Joe, with this.
That sounds great. So, how are you utilizing cloud technology in sports, particularly when it comes to production and distribution?
Yeah, so we have Tata Communications operates its own global network, and so that's our fundamental asset. We are infrastructure owners and operators, but above that network infrastructure, over the last couple of years, we have been systematically investing on large cloud nodes, basically. So we have invested a lot of money in making sure that there is CPU, GPU compute available at strategic locations on this network, and that actually works in tandem with our larger network asset. So when it comes to things like contribution and when it comes to production and distribution, now we can do it on the same infrastructure platform. What that means for our customers, for a sports organization or for broadcasters, is that they can produce, they can acquire the content through means like public internet, but deterministically. That can go straight like an arrow to a production instance in the cloud or on-prem. And then we can produce that TV show in the same ecosystem with low latency. So because the video feeds are applied straight are ingested straight into our cloud instances that host our production applications. And then you can do everything like replay, is graphic overlays, graphic addition, video mixing, and then have a nice set of produced feeds that go out on the same fabric to like say 700-800 broadcasters around the world. So we have engineered this seamless fabric. So the glass-to-glass proposition is now ready on cloud, and we have a couple of live customers that actually consume these services at scale. So we are very excited. We are one of the few players that don't need to rely completely on the how do I say, the inefficiencies of the public internet. We actually use internet to our advantage, being infrastructure operators, and we can actually mimic deterministic fiber-based transmissions on our IP cloud contribution services. So that coupled with the production content origination, it kind of finishes the proposition. So our broadcasters and sports organizations can have end-to-end services available on this platform for us.
Thank you. I mean, fan engagement and retention is a challenge for many sports, and it's a particular hot topic. What technology solutions are available from Tata to help companies with this topic?
Sure. I think so. Before I answer that question, I think there's a very important statistic. So we commissioned a report where we realized that okay, all the fans that go to the venue, what sort of content is available? What sort of experience do they have at the event venues, at the sport venues? And we actually realized that even if you're sitting at a Formula One race, for example, it's very hard for people sitting in a grandstand to sometimes comprehend the action, right? And there are opportunities for us to actually go and enhance that experience at the events. So what Tata Communications Media have actually invested in is a large suite of services basically infrastructure services that actually enhance connectivity at the events. So that's our underlay network. We have brought the power of our cloud to prem. So we have got load balancing, hybrid on-prem and edge compute platform that allows us to run various applications at the event. So meaning that the content can be distributed seamlessly. So once you have the right connectivity sorted out at the venues, you have the right infrastructure to actually send the content to the application, to the fans. And the fans, for example, can have a nice second screen experience. So you can basically deliver this experience using apps, or you can deliver this experience with embedded content, video content, streaming content on apps, and obviously with a layer of AI that allows the fan to basically consume the sport to the fullest extent. So that is what we have invested in. We have got, again, a lot of traction for these services in the market, and we are excited to showcase these services today during IBC and here.
And if someone came to your booth at IBC tomorrow and they said, "Look, show me one thing, Abhishek, that I can remember," what would you point them towards on your booth?
Yes, so we are showcasing a very exciting piece of our fan engagement proposition. So
Right.
we have some content that can be actually seamlessly streamed on your app. So we have got QR codes on our stand that can be scanned, and basically what you can do with those QR codes is straight away consume some pieces of content. So we actually have a small demonstration of our fan engagement on our stands. And that's actually the front end is just the applications and probably its streaming services, and that seems ordinary. But what we have at the back is the cloud powering those services. So making sure that the content is delivered correctly in the high definition formats, good quality, and easily that's accessible to fans. So that
Right.
is all at display on our stand.
That's great. Abhishek, thank you very much for your time and have a great show.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for having me.